Welcome, this is Stargrace, and I'm back with another impromptu stream. This time we're going to play a little bit of Worm Unlimited, one of my favorite games to play. Very, very relaxing, and hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful weekend so far. It's, what time is it? It's about 2:30 on my Saturday afternoon. Just gonna move some of my UI around. I'm not used to actually playing on my full screen monitor, go figure. So if you've never seen this game before, it's been out for quite a while. It's a Java game. It's called Worm Online, and they just released a version of it about 2 years ago now, I guess, called Worm Unlimited, and you can play it through Steam. It basically works like Arc servers. You set up a server, you can play it by yourself or on a server with your friends. I am playing on the Sklotopolis server. It's one of my favorite servers to play on. It's got a really great community of people, all very wonderful. So I'm actually not doing anything too interesting today. I have been neglecting my deed. That's the little bit of land that I own and that I've built on. So I need to get some chores done. And that means, oops, I left my lantern on all night accidentally. Let's snuff that. It's daytime now, so we don't need the lantern on. So basically that means I need to tend to the fields, I need to feed my chickens, I need to check on my bees, you know, boring stuff like that. Why? Oh, there's my tool belt. Let's get our rake. So first what we're gonna do is tend to these fields. This is garlic, and we're just gonna make it all neat and tidy. That one's already tended, that one's already tended. There we go. By tending to the fields, you get a little bit of an increase in your yield. So we're just gonna tend to all these. I've got some bison here grazing in the field. I've been using them for milk, actually. Not too long ago, they released a really awesome patch for this game that added over 500 cooking recipes to it. Now, I don't know about you, but I love cooking both in real life and in game. It's a unique type of crafting. So when they added 500 recipes, I just went crazy for it. And cheese is a big part of those recipes. So there's bison cheese, which makes buffalo cheese basically. There's regular cheese that comes from cows, and there is also feta cheese, and that comes from sheep, which I've got in the back. So these are my bison. They're all kind of stacking up on one another. So we're just going to replant this garlic. It's a lovely day in Worm. You can see it's either spring or summer. I think it might be summer right now. Usually spring, the grass is a little bit greener. There are seasons to the game. Winter is one of my favorite ones. Everything gets covered in snow, and a lot of people complain about it, but I find that you can actually see things on the ground a lot better when there's snow there, so it doesn't bother me at all. There we go. So we've got our crops planted for the bison once again, and we're going to go put this extra garlic back in our kitchen. So everything on this deed, the pens, the buildings, even the terraforming, is something that I've done on my own and with the help of some friends. So we're just gonna put this over here. So everything has been built from scratch. All the containers that you see, these are food storage bins. They keep my food nice and fresh. I've got an oven in here. I've got a coffin, which I use for storage. We're gonna pick some herbs while we're in here. If I've got any left. Yeah, we do. So there's some ginger, some cumin, some mint, some thyme, some paprika, and some turmeric. We've got 3 shelves worth, but it fills up our inventory pretty quickly. You can only carry 100 items in your inventory. So we want to drop those off and walk back over and pick the next ones. We've got some basil, more ginger, more cumin, mint, paprika, and some rosemary. And again, this is all part of the new cooking patch, being able to plant these. So if you haven't played Worm in a while, you might want to give it another shot because they've added a ton of stuff. Some basil, some lovage, sage, thyme, rosemary, and belladonna. There we go. We've picked all our herbs. Back to our food storage bin to drop it all off. Blunk. Perfect. All right. So let's head back out to our fields and take care of our chickens next. Now chickens are a little different than the regular animals that you can get. Chickens, oh no, oh Chickaletta. We've got a dead hen on the ground. Let's bury that corpse. It was probably old age that got her. Alright, well that's a sad day. So chickens are a little bit different than regular animals. They won't graze from the ground. What you have to do is either feed them by hand, which is a big huge pain in the caboose, or you end up leaving little stockpiles of grain on the ground. You can see piles of wheat here, and they'll eat off the ground. So that's what I've done. So I just want to harvest all this wheat that I've got, and then I'll leave more piles of wheat on the ground for the one hen that I have left. Also, chickens only live to aged. They don't live to venerable like the other animals. So, oh, we've got one egg. Let's collect that. There we go. So yeah, my chickens don't live very long, but they're some of my favorite pets, or, you know, egg producers, I guess. They're not, I suppose I shouldn't call them pets. I'm using them as a food source. We could have butchered the chicken that was dead on the ground and taken the meat and the fat, but I've got quite a bit already, and I just wanted to give it a proper little burial. So now with the eggs that they produce, you can either leave them on the ground and they have a chance of hatching into a chick, or you can put them in your food bin and you can use them as an ingredient for cooking that I mentioned earlier. This one that I've got, I'll probably put into my food bin. There we go. All right, so let's go put the rest of this wheat into our food bin. So that took care of the bison and the garlic fields and the chickens and their wheat field. It looked like there was enough wheat on the ground for the one chicken we have left, so we don't need to put any more out there. Plunk. Perfect. So basically every day you need to do these chores in Worm. or your animals will die, or your crops won't die on this server. There's a mod that lets them just stay at harvestable, which is perfect for people who don't want to log in every single day. But if you don't take care of your animals, eventually they can die off, or they can get diseased, or something bad can happen to them. So I've got some bees out here, but I can't open these hives because I don't have my bee smoker on me. And if I were to open them without it, they would end up stinging me and doing damage to me, and I'd probably end up dying. Ooh, it looks like we've got a wolf over here on our property, so we're going to go take care of that. Just going to walk over here. Oh, he sees us. He's coming over. Am I wearing a weapon? I think I am. Yeah, I am. Okay, good. Sometimes I go wandering around without a weapon on, so it makes it a little difficult to take down the critters. So again, you could butcher the dog, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to bury it. You get a bounty for burying animals and for killing them, actually. So it's not too difficult to make money in the game. Now this is my horse pen area. I'm raising some hell horses on one side, and I've got some unicorns on the other side. I made it all pretty here. I've got some slate bricks and then some marble on the other side, just making it look like demons on one side and you know, angelic horses on the other. Looks like we've got a baby horse in here. Let's check him out and see if he's any good. His name is Sad Lightning. Fleeter movement than normal, can carry more than average, very strong leg muscles. That is a very good horse. We're going to try and lead her to another pen. The problem with hell horses is that they're aggressive. And normally I would use another character for this. I've got some faux priests that can handle... Oh, we don't have an extra area for them right now. Alright, we're just going to stuff them back in here. Normally I'd use a faux priest for this because once you get above 60 faith, the aggressive animals are no longer aggressive to you. Now, some animals still are, like trolls and scorpions and stuff like that, but the majority of the quote-unquote regular ones are non-aggressive. But for a short little hop from one pen to another, it's not too bad. Oh, see, I've got one of the new colors here. This nice purple one. I was hoping to get a second one, but no luck so far. So I can't do anything with my unicorns either. My faux priest has to take care of that. Oh, it looks like we've got another sly unicorn. That's a traded unicorn. I've been breeding those. They used to have different colors. They used to be green for the sly ones, but they kind of patched that out a while ago. So down here is my mine, and inside of it I've got a big, huge winery, and I've been working on making some drinks. I'm just talking to my alliance mate right now. There we go. They just asked how I was doing. So this is my cow pen. Lots of happy cows everywhere. And we're going to tend to the fields here too. This is also garlic. Garlic is really useful. I use it in my cooking, but then I also use it in a bunch of other skills. Like I can combine garlic and fat and work on my natural substance skill. So we're just having a relaxing afternoon, just tending to the fields. Hopefully everybody's having a good weekend right now. I know it's a pretty quiet one. E3 is going on, so everybody's pretty enthralled with that, watching the presentations that are ongoing. But I figured since I had a little bit of time to myself, I would... Oh, you know what? It's pouring rain outside. Oh, hopefully my husband and my son are okay. They went out for a walk. They did take an umbrella with them, and hopefully they're all right. So we're just going to keep harvesting these fields right here. It's really coming down out there. The joys of an unpredictable summer. Now, I don't have to tend all these fields if I don't want to. Like, there's nothing... The cows eat this. They graze. They're not like the chickens. I don't have to hand feed them or anything like that. So they'll graze from these tiles until the tile poofs. But it looks like it's been full for a while, so they don't have to worry about anything. They've got full tummies. Eventually our inventory will fill up and we'll have to go and empty out the garlic that we've picked up. So we're just doing a little more planting until our inventory is full. Hey, thanks, and see, oh, I see some more people in the stream. Welcome, welcome. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, so I'm just gonna say 1453. Hi and welcome to the stream. I'm really, really, really bad with names. Please don't take any offense to it whatsoever. It's nothing personal. I'm just horrible at pronouncing things. So, oh, well, thank you. That was wonderful. How about we not swear in my channel? Anywho, so we've got our garlic. Our inventory is full right now, so we're going to head back to our farmhouse and drop it off. And then we're going to go check on our sheep and make sure they're doing okay. I think I had a different crop growing with them, but I'm not 100% sure. So the bees were part of the last update as well, and they added wax and honey to the game that you can use in cooking, and you can also use it to embalm corpses on this server, which is pretty cool. Making our way back down. Go check on our sheep, see how they're doing. We've got pumpkins growing in this field. Sheep seem to be doing pretty well. Oh, we've got one tile here that's grass, so you want to fix that. Turn it back to crop. So first we're going to pack it down into dirt. And we're going to cultivate it. We're going to harvest some of these pumpkins here. And then we're going to plant them in the spot that we just cleared off. And in the one that we harvested. So we're going to turn that into seeds. There we go. All right. And it looks like we need to fix the field over in this way too. This is what happens when your animals either eat all the food or they've packed it down, ruining the crops. It turns back from dirt to grass. So I come in here. I don't need any pumpkins right now, so I'm just going to leave the pumpkins growing the way they are, and I'm just going to make sure that they've got new crops to eat. The sheep all seem to be doing pretty good. So we're going to take a look in the mine, and this is where I have my winery. I gotta turn on my light. Can't see in here. There we go. All right, let's get some wood scraps and we'll light our furnaces again. We were distilling some, I think, vodka, or it might have been moonshine, actually. Oh, nothing in this one. It's empty. Okay. What about this one? Yeah, we've got some moonshine going here. First, we need to make some kindling, though. We're out. So we're just going to put the wood scraps in one side and our carving knife in the other. And we're going to make 5 kindling. Easy peasy. And we're going to need some wood. There we go. So let's light this up. Moonshine's used in cooking too, and I use quite a bit of it because you actually get a special buff by eating the new food that they created. So I cook with it, and because there's so many ingredients in the moonshine, it actually extends the duration of the buff. It's really cool. I can have the buff for like 19 hours. Alright, there we go. So this place is kind of a mess. You can see I've got crates and everything all over the place. It's where I keep all my drinks. And then I've got a huge mine down here. You can see I've been trying to make tunnels. I've got a tunnel. I own a couple of properties, so I've got a tunnel that goes all the way from this property to my other property. So that takes care of the basic chores, at least the animal ones. But what I want to make sure I do is get some meditation in on my character, so I work that up. You can only meditate once every half hour. Now in regular Worm Online, once you meditate 5 times a day, you're capped unless the server restarts. But on this server, you can do it every half hour for as long as you want. Just as long as you follow the half hour pattern. So we're gonna go over and find my meditation rug, which I probably left outside. Oh, and that is my husband home now with my little one. So I am going to sign off for now. And thank you guys for watching this really short impromptu stream. I appreciate it. I will be back officially on Tuesday at 7:30 PDT.